Okay. Okay, so yes, yesterday we already learned. Let me review a little bit before we discuss the homework. So wait a second, let me share the screen. Share screen. Okay, so before we discuss the homework, I'm gonna give you a little bit review about yesterday's material. So yesterday, other than discussing about main ideas, we also start path 7. Remember, I will go back to the line here. We finished number 1 until number 6. Yesterday, we start number 7, patterns and organization. Okay, and patterns and organization in paragraph, the writer usually write 4 types of pattern. The first is listing, the second is sequence, the third is comparison or contrast, the fourth is cause and effect. Yesterday, we already talked about listing a little bit. So yes, there is a problem here, so I will show you. I hope. Okay, so yes, listing. For example, yesterday we discussed a paragraph about great holiday or great vacation, and then in that paragraph contains 4 points for listing. The first one, walk in the forest, maybe holiday, spend time in the city, or maybe go to the beach, or maybe just stay at home. So that's the listing from the writer. And other than that, we also, yes, the words, the keywords for listing, people or the writer usually use those words. Yeah, like several, a few, numerous. For example, sometimes in the listing, we can put example. For example, A, B, C, D, just like that. So yes, yesterday I gave you homework, unit 7, exercise 2. Let's discuss the homework directly. This is unit 7. Yes, this is listing. Unit 7, exercise 2. So from one paragraph, this is how we're going to do. From one paragraph, we're going to discuss that paragraph. What are the listing? What are the lists containing in that paragraph? Okay, so anyone wants to read the paragraph here? I will zoom it. Okay, does anyone wants to read?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yes, please, Hassan.
Okay. Email, electronic mail, uses computer for communication. It has several important advantage over phones and regular mail. That's true.
Regular.
Regular mail. The main advantage of email is that it takes very little time to send and receive message from your computer. You can connect someone far away or in the next office seconds later. They have your message if they are at their computer. You can get a response instantly. To another reason people like to use email is that for just a few sentences you can send a message to someone in other part of the world. You don't have to worry about this about the time difference or slow mail delivery. Your message is sent immediately. What's
Immediately.
and your friend or colleague goes
Colleagues
colleagues message to many people at the same time.
can send them. You missed this.
What?
You missed this, the previous one. Can send a response.
Okay, can send the response at their convenience. Lastly, email always used to send a signal message to many people at the same time.
Okay, great. Lastly, email allows you to send a single message to many people at the same time. So yes, do you understand this paragraph, or is there any difficult words?
I have this convenience.
Convenient.
Convenience. Oh,
Okay.
this is difficult.
Convenient means comfortable. Comfortable.
Confirm, like a confirm.
Comfortable, like whenever okay, let's see the paragraph. Your message sent immediately. Okay, as soon as possible. Hamen. Your message sends as soon as possible, and then your friends or colleagues, your friends will send a response, will reply at the message at their convenience. So whenever they want to reply, they can reply. Comfortable time, like the time they want. So whenever someone who got the message, someone who got the email, they can reply directly, or they can reply later whenever they're available. That's whenever they're convenient. Convenient means comfortable here. Okay. Any other difficult words? No? Okay, if not, let's discuss then. Let's discuss about this paragraph. What this paragraph, remember we're gonna decide about the listing. Okay, what are the list in this paragraph? What are the list points in this paragraph? Anyone wants to answer? The list. Remember last time we learned about listing. If you forgot, what are the the vocabularies for listing? We can sometimes the writer use for example, or the writer use first, second, third, and so on. Okay, or at the end they're gonna write last. That's a list. So anyone wants to try? What is the first listing here? I will write the topic first, maybe. Okay, this is the topic about email. Okay, the topic about email. What is the first list? Or the topic, I will make it more detailed, the advantages of email. Okay, now the advantages of email. What is the first list? I want to hear from you guys. The first list, what is the advantages of email? Anyone knows? Sadil, are you there? No.
To contact someone far away.
Okay. The first list of email, the advantages, which one is it? In which line?
In fourth line. Contact someone far away.
Electronic email uses computers for communication. It has several important advantage. Which one is far away?
At the in fourth line.
Oh, fourth line. Okay,
Yes.
from the computer.
You can contact someone far away.
Okay. Contact someone far away. Okay, that's the first list. Okay, what about the second list? Second list. That is the keyword there. Second letter. Did you find it?
Get response instantly.
You can get a response instantly. Okay. You can get a response instantly. Great. The third one. Do you find the third one? Third list. What are the
You don't have to worry about the time difference or slow mail delivery.
Okay, yes, another reason, the keyword is from another reason, like to use email, another part of the world. So, yes.
But I think contact someone far away, it's the same.
Contact someone far away, correct. Okay.
And also, I think the third one, it's about you don't have worry about the time difference or slow mail delivery.
Okay. You don't
worry about the time difference.
About time difference. Great. What about the last?
Your message is sent immediately.
Immediately, your message is sent immediately for your colleagues. Okay. Your message is sent immediately. Okay, this is the fourth one. Your message sent immediately. Actually, there is the last one. Lastly, there is a keyword there. Lastly, you can send a single message to many people at the same time.
Too many people at the same time, yes.
Yes, so 5 lists. 5 advantages the writer write. Okay.
Yeah.
Send a single to many people, okay, at the same time. So yes, from this paragraph, the writer explained about advantages of email. He or she make 5 points of advantages of email. So yes, for the paragraph listing, 1.1, one main idea, you can make a list. Up to you, what's the list? So later on, when you try to write, when you do the writing, because remember, by understanding reading, you can also understanding writing. So this is the first time, whenever you have like exam, writing exam, or IELTS exam, or TOEFL exam, whatever it is, this is the first type of paragraph you can write. Make a list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can make a sentence. Great. Now, the second one. Okay, I want to go to the, let me clear this one. Second paragraph. Okay, second paragraph, please, anyone wants to read? Let me zoom it to make it more clear. Okay, Sadil, do you want to read? Is it okay for you to read? it possible? If it's not possible, you can write in the chat. Just read. And then maybe Hassan will answer the list.
Can read. I'm here.
Okay, you want to read?
I can.
Okay, yes, please. Second
One
paragraph.
second. Yeah. Communication by email is becoming increasingly popular for many reasons. First, it is a popular way to send message among people who do not like to use the receives them has time to think about their response.
You missed this
Also,
one. Sorry. Telephone.
okay, telephone. Second, it is useful for sending
Subject.
suggestions for or requests. The person how recover is
The person who received.
the person who receives them has time to think about their response. Also, also email message always look the same, no matter how send them. This means you don't have to worry about the quality of your letter paper. That's
Paper.
true.
Mhm.
That's true paper.
Yeah.
The what?
Furthermore.
Furthermore, email message are uniform. They give no clauses to the sender's age, gender, race, or physical condition. In addition, they do not give away the sender's feeling or emotional condition.
Okay, yes. In addition, they do not give away the sender's feeling or emotional condition.
The words is different, actually.
The words is different. Okay. Any difficult words?
Difficult, not difference, is difficult.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them. Okay. Increasingly, what is increasingly? Increasing, like rising, go up, increasingly popular. So communicating by email is become more popular. Okay, more popular, increasing. Okay, what else? Is there any difficult words? You can tell me if you have any difficult words. Else here. First, it is a popular way to send message among people who do not like to use telephone. Second.
What about
This one, uniform?
No. This paper, furthermore.
Furthermore, okay. Furthermore is a conjunction of words to add. Furthermore, moreover, in addition, additionally, moreover, like to give more reason. You want to explain more about that. you can use this word, furthermore. Okay, so this one, this means you don't have to worry about the quality of your letter paper. In addition, so they want to go deeper. They want to explain more about letter paper. Here they explain, email message are uniform. Okay, they want to explain more. Furthermore, it's a conjunction, like a word between two sentences. Like maybe you already know a conjunction and, but, or. That's the simple one. But in academic writing, you're gonna learn about furthermore, more or fur, in addition, here, in addition, and so on, and etc. What else? Any other difficult words?
No.
No? Okay, if not, let's do this. Let's do the listing. The main idea, what is the main idea here?
Communicated by email.
Communicating by email, great. Communicating by email. There is a point there. There is a point for main idea. Remember, main idea is the writer opinion. So not only communicating by email, but how is it? Communicating by email, we can add become more popular.
Okay.
Okay. Become more popular. That's the main idea. Now, please find the signal words, yes. The first one, remember for listing? Anyone find? The first one, first. Okay. What about the other signal
Second.
words? Second, great. What else?
Also.
Also, perfect. What else?
Furthermore.
Furthermore, yes, great.
In addition.
In addition, yes, you want to give more example or more point in addition. Great. Now, the point, let's list it. What is the first point of the first? What is it? Anyone wants to try? The first point, what is it? After first, the first sentence actually. Okay, we can see here the first list. First, it is popular way to send message among people who do not like to use telephone. So, popular for, okay, sorry, I didn't type. Popular for people who do not like to use telephone. Okay. Popular for people who do not like to use telephone. Number two, the second list. After second, what is it? It is useful for sending suggestion or request. The person who receives them has time to think. Has time to think about the response. So people have time to think or our right about the response. Not like telephone. In telephone, we need to answer directly. But through email, you can think a second, you can think a little bit, you can have a coffee and then come back and then reply. Third list, after the third signal words. Also, email message always look the same. Okay, email looks the same. They are uniform. So yes. Furthermore, email message are uniform. They give no clues. Fourth one, email are uniform, the same. The last one, in addition, they do not give away the sender's feeling or emotional condition. Email do not give emotional condition. Different with call. In the phone call, if you talk with someone and that person is angry or sad or happy, we can know directly, he is angry. In the call, he is angry. But in email, the reader not gonna know that. The reader not gonna realize. So yeah, it's kind of positive and negative. So yes, that's email. So any question? From listing, any question? Everybody's still here, right? Okay, yes, still 2 students. Any question before we continue? For the listing, do you have any question? Answer, okay. Should I continue? Hassan and Sadil, should I continue if you have no question?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, yes. Let me continue then. I will clear all of this. Now, that's the homework. We finished to discuss the homework. Sure. All right. I don't know what happened, why they don't show the picture here. Let me stop sharing a little bit before we continue. So yeah, that's for listing. Remember, later on, when you make a paragraph, you can write in the form of listing. You can just make explanation. Like the example from the exercise email, the advantages of email, there is A, B, C. And yeah, you can make a listing of for that point. Let me check, continue, okay. Yes. I will share this one then. Share screen. Okay, let's just go back here. So after listing is the first. We understand about listing. The second one is sequence. What is sequence? How is the paragraph of sequence? We're gonna see the example. Let's check. And this is listing. This is listing. Okay, this is listing. Now, for sequence, here we can see sequence. Okay, sequence. In this pattern, the writer main idea includes a series or events or step that follow one after another. So, sequence differently placed. List, for example, we talk about email, 1 point. The advantages of email, you can write the first advantage, the second advantage, the third advantage, the fourth advantage. But for sequence, it's based on timeline. Based on timeline. Which one is the first, which one is the last one? So based on timelines. Before we go deeper to the example, let's see what kind of words they use. Okay, what kind of use. Usually the sequence paragraph, they use this in the two kinds of materials. The first one, if there is a story or history or biography. History, let's say we talk about history of I don't know, Turkey, for example. They usually write based on the year from the year 1900 or 1800 something. They write it year by year. That's history. Or a story, start from the past, comes to the present. Or biography too. We talk, let's say, we saw a biography book about the wife of Obama, Michelle Obama. Maybe in that book, they talk about Michelle Obama's childhood when she was a child, and then teenagers, and then what else? Adult, early career, early adult, and then late adult. So yes, that's biography based on timeline. So sequence is based on timelines. What else? Two kinds of sequence other than story, history, and biography. Here, whatever that put step in the experiments. For example, the steps in the experiments, the direction for a building, or usually the steps of cooking. For example, you want to cook something, you want to make a brownie, a cake, a brownie. First, you need to prepare the egg. The eggs, how many eggs you need? What else? And then the flour, and then the salt, the sugar, the vanilla. And then first step, usually how to make a cake, how to make a brownies. First, they use first. And then they use next, later, and so on. So this is the words that we use. The words that we use. In the beginning, we say first. In the middle, after step by step, after the first step, we can use next or later. When two times happen at the same time, we can use while or at the same time. Okay. We can also use before and after, and then at the end, at the last part of the paragraph, we can use the word at last or finally. Okay, so that's the step. For example, you make a cake, this is the step. What else? Other words. We can also write the date or the year or time, the year. For example, in the history, we use the years a lot, like in the year 2010, or in the times of the day at 2 p.m. or using the season in the winter, last winter, and so on. So yes. So that's the words we can use. Now, let's see the example. Let's see the example. Let's go back to the example. There is a paragraph here. Anyone wants to read?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yes, please, Hassan.
Albert Einstein.
Okay.
Okay, if you want, you can read.
No, it's okay.
Albert Einstein was born near the end of the 1000. Don't tell me. 1000. 80. الله والله كانت ببالي توي.
We can say 1800s or in the 18th.
Okay, 1800. And on your Germany, he graduated from the University of Zurich in Switzerland at the age of 26. 14 years later, he won the Nobel Prize of Physics. For the next 10 years, he lived in Germany. Then in the early 1930, he had to leave Germany because of Hitler and the Nazi party. He moved to the United States, where he lived until the time of this death at the age of 74. He lived a long and productive life.
Okay, yes, great. So what is this paragraph about?
About Albert Einstein.
Albert
And
Talking about Albert Einstein.
Mhm. What exactly about Albert Einstein?
About his life.
about life, yeah.
Yes, about his life. Okay, that's sequence. Here they use the sequence. Remember, biography is sequence. In the beginning, what is the keyword here? Near the end of the 18th. So they start in the really past, from the year 18th. Okay, in Ulm, Germany, he was born, and then he graduated at the University of Zurich in Switzerland at the age of 26. This is also the second sequence. They show by age. The first one they show by year. Second one they show by age. So it's possible to write the age. 14 years later, okay, the third keyword, he won the Nobel Prize. And then after that, for the next 10 years later, he lived in Germany. Okay, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth timeline. The fifth timeline, they just use then after that, and then after that they use the year in the early 1930s. What else? He moved to United States, and then at the end, instead of using finally, here they write until the time of his death, because it's a biography, until the time of his death at the age of 74. So yeah, that's sequence. You write it year by year or time by time. That's sequence. So any question for sequence?
Nope.
No? Okay. So for sequence, I will give you I will give you homework for sequence, Unit 7, Exercise 5. I will write in the WhatsApp group later. But for now, I need to continue for the third one. Okay. If there is no question after sequence is easy. The third type of paragraph is comparison or contrast. Okay, comparison of contrast. Do you know what type of paragraph it is? What's the difference from the previous one? Please guess if you know. check here. Okay. Contrast or comparison. What type of paragraph here? How is it comparison?
Introduce,
Or study?
introduce someone.
Introduce
Someone.
someone, comparison. That's introduction. Introduce.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, Hassan, do you want to try? What is comparison?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I think he's talking about cities, maybe.
Okay, yeah, this is the example. But before we go to the example, we talk about comparison first. What type of comparison? What is comparison?
The companies. Okay.
In general.
I don't
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
No, no.
Mhm.
I just want to say it's similar, different.
Similarities, okay.
But I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. That's correct. Actually, here, a paragraph of comparison or contrast, in Turkish is karşılaştırma, if you heard. Comparison, here, in this pattern, the writer's main idea explaining similarities or difference. So compare two things. I have compare. How is compared? I have marker and pen. Two things. I will compare this one and this one. What is the similarity? What is the difference? For example, this is a pen, this is a marker. If you can see me now, the pen is black. The marker here is pink. That's the difference. What about the similarity? We can use both of them to write in the book. Okay, that's similarity. That's and also the difference, maybe the color is different. So yeah, that's comparison and contrast. So in this type of paragraph, before we go to example, let's see what is the next slide. Okay, in this type of paragraph, we compare two things, like I told you before, pen and marker. Pen and marker. So there is, we can compare different. When it's different, black and pink, totally different. What words we can use? Okay, the easy one, we can use but. I believe you already know this, but. The other words, more academical, we can use however. Actually, it's the same like but more academical. In contrast, instead, more than, while, yet, less than, unlike, although, rather, what else? On the other hand, conversely, and different from. Okay, this is the words that you can use, the vocabularies that you can use to write a difference. This is difference, black and pink. Okay. However, but if you want to explain the similarities when they both like a similar, the same, you can use those words like, as, both, Sam, similarly, also, in the same way, and in common. Okay. So I will share you the PowerPoint after this in the WhatsApp group. You can reread again if it's too fast for you. But now let's go back to the example, and we're gonna read more. We're gonna understand more. How is the paragraph of contrast or comparison? Okay. Now, anyone wants to read the example paragraph of comparison? Yes.
Yeah, I can read.
Okay, yes, Sadil, please.
Visitors see some similarities between New York and San Francisco. Both cities, for example, are exciting cultural centers. They are equally attractive to people from many parts of the world. The cities are also alike because they both have many beautiful buildings, large, lovely parks, and grand bridges. On the other hand, the two cities have important difference. One difference is the lifestyle. New York's are always in a hurry and are much less friendly than residents of San Francisco. The streets in the California city are very clean, unlike in New York, where the streets are often dirty. Another major difference is safety. San Francisco has much less crime than New York.
Okay. San Francisco has much less crime than New York. So, what is this paragraph about? What is this paragraph about, Sadil?
Sorry, I didn't understand. I didn't say.
What is this paragraph about?
The difference and similarity between San Francisco and New York.
Okay, yes, comparison between San Francisco and New York. What do they explain? Is it similarities or differences?
Similar.
Similarities? Is it only similarities? What about difference?
No, it's yeah, it's similarities by because it's a character, and they have a large and huge buildings.
Do they explain the differences?
No, they don't have differences because at the last line they talked about the difference between California and New York.
California? Where is California?
Yeah, there is no difference between New York and San Francisco.
Okay, actually,
Oh, so what do you think?
actually they compare the difference since this word. On the other hand, the two cities have important differences. One difference is lifestyle. So here, New Yorkers are always in a hurry.
Less friendly than residents of San Francisco. Yeah. Okay.
This is San
Okay.
Francisco.
Yeah.
I don't know why
okay.
here they write California, yes. And then, yeah. But at
So
the end,
what's it supposed to mean? Yeah, I didn't understand why they talked about California.
maybe they wanted to write San Francisco instead of California.
Yes, maybe.
So yes, unlike New York, at the end also, another major difference is safety. San Francisco has much less crime than New York. Okay, I will write it. What is it? Let's see. I will copy this. I want to make this paragraph. Let's write this paragraph for the similarity and the difference. So, not here, right here. So, I will write New York. So they compare between New York and San Francisco. Okay, between New York and San Francisco. So the first one, what are the similarities? Oh, sorry. The similarity?
Being around lovely and
Let me show you again. Similarities. I think you're cutting. I'm not sure you're cutting. Is it on me or it's on you? Yes.
What happened?
I'm not sure. I cannot hear. Does my voice clear or is it my internet or your internet, Sadi?
Yes.
Okay. Because your voice is cutting. So yes, similarities in the beginning. In the beginning, they'll talk about similarities. Visitors see some similarities between New York and San Francisco. Both cities, for example, are exciting for cultural centers. Okay, so the first similarity is X. I will minimize this. X. Oops. Exciting for what was it? Cultural centers. That's the first similarity. Exciting for cultural centers. What else? This is the first similarity. The second similarity, let's see, what is the paragraph? They are equally attractive to people from many parts in the world. Okay, attractive. Attractive. Both the city is attractive. What else? The cities are also alike because they both have many beautiful buildings, large, lovely parks, and grand bridge. Okay. So the third one, beautiful city. So both of them are the same. This is the similarities. Both New York and San Francisco. What about the difference? I want to write the difference. What about the difference? For the difference, I will write for, let me write first for New York. For New York, what are the difference? Oh, someone in my way home in the train, that's why I'm losing connection. Okay, it's okay. Yes, I was guessing Sadil was in the train. Okay. Yes, so for the difference, let's read again. From the sentence, on the other hand, okay, the two cities, so on the other hand, this word we use to explain something contradiction, something different. Okay, on the other hand, the two cities have important differences. One difference is lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle. New York always in a hurry and much less friendly than residents of San Francisco. So the first one, New York always in a hurry and less friendly. Okay, friendly. That's New York. What else? What else about New York? That's from lifestyle. And then New York streets are dirty. Okay, streets are dirty. That's in New York. What else in New York? Another major difference is safety.
In San Francisco, it's not safety. They have a lot of criminals.
I'd say the
Because San
opposite.
Francisco has much. Okay. Yes,
Mhm.
and in New York,
So New York has
yeah, a lot of
more
criminals.
crime. More crime. So yes, this is the difference. You can write the San Francisco is the opposite. Okay, and not in a hurry. I can write it here. San Francisco. How is the city? It's totally the opposite of New York. So we can hear, instead of always in a hurry, we can write not in a hurry and more friendly. Streets are clean, even though in the paragraph they write it California. Let's suggest that it's San Francisco. Streets are cleaner. What else? And then in San Francisco, sorry, it's less crime, little crime. So yes, this is similarities and difference. This is the point. So later on, when you want to write about this paragraph, make sure you can make a mind map first. Oh, for example, you want to compare between Istanbul and Ankara, living in Istanbul and living in Ankara, let's say. For example, the similarity, both of Istanbul and Ankara is what is it?
Large buildings.
Large?
Yeah, huge buildings, apartments.
Okay, huge building, apartment, metropolitan city. It's a metropolitan
Yes,
city.
a lot of metro. Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of metro stations, bus stations.
Yes, public transportation is good, both cities. What about the difference? Let's say, what is the difference between Istanbul and
Istanbul have much traffic.
traffic? Yes, Istanbul more crowded, more traffic. What else? Other than that?
And also, visitors always come to Istanbul, not to Ankara. Istanbul had some activations, not like Ankara, maybe.
What do you mean by that? The touristic place, you mean?
Yes, tourist place, activations.
Destination, touristic places. In Istanbul, even though it's crowded, but Istanbul has a lot of touristic places, not like Ankara. Ankara is just office.
Yes, it's just office, universities, consulates.
Or government office, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's, let's say, we can say it's boring, even though it's not too crowded, but it's boring.
Yeah, it's very boring.
So,
All
yeah.
the Ankara people always sleep at 8.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
You've been trying to live there in Ankara?
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, really? How was it?
So very bad. I can't imagine that I can go there. I don't want to go there anymore. It was a very bad, yes,
But so
the
yeah.
baddest days in my life.
Oh.
Because because when I went there, it was snowing. Yeah, and it was 10 minus.
Minus 10 Celsius.
Yes,
oh
minus 10 Celsius. Yeah. I don't like snow. Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of Turkey, they're more dry. They have a drier, what is it? Humidity. Not like Istanbul. Istanbul is near the beach, so it's more humid.
Yes, in Ankara there is no sea or beach or something else. That I think that's why it's. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to explain anything more.
Okay, so yeah,
Because I'm gonna go to bed right now.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So Istanbul, even though it's crowded, but it's more beautiful. It's okay. When you get tired of Istanbul, you can just sit in the Bosphorus and then watching the view, and yeah, it's perfect. So yes. Any question from here? Is there any question? Hassan, are you still there? No? Is there any question? You can type in the chat if you have any question, or if you don't have any question. All right. So this is comparison. Comparison. For comparison, this one, I will give you homework 2, Unit 7, Exercise 9. So previously, we have the Exercise 5. Also, Unit 7, we're still in Unit 7, Exercise 5. And for the comparison, Exercise 9. So that's 2 points. Okay. I will continue. We still have time, around 20 minutes. So yes, I will continue the last one, the last pattern, the last organization of a paragraph is cause and effect. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. Cause and effect. What is cause and effect? Cause and effect. So yes, let's read together. When the main idea is that one event or action cause another, author use the cause-effect patterns. Okay, so yes, this is the last type, the 4th type, cause and effect. Let's see what is cause and effect. To make you more understand about this, I will explain you about cause and effect. A cause-effect sentence does not always put in the cause first. Let's see. The cause. Because I forgot my umbrella. The effect, I was caught in the rain. I get wet because I was caught in the rain. So for example, today it's raining. I was outside. I forgot to bring my umbrella. What is the result? What is the effect? The effect is I was caught in the rain. I get wet. All my clothes is wet and it's cold because I forgot my umbrella. So this is the cause, sebab. This is the effect, the result. Okay, we can also write the opposite way, the opposite. For example, I was caught in the rain because I forgot my umbrella. I was caught in the rain. I get wet outside because I forgot my umbrella. Okay. So remember, what is the cause? The first thing he did, he forgot the umbrella. In the morning, he forgot umbrella at home. What is the result? What is the effect? The effect, he was caught in the rain. So the effect, what's the result after that? The cause was the previous thing that happened, okay? So yes, this is cause and effect. All right. Before we go to example, is there any other explanation? Oh, okay. So other words we can use in cause and effect, okay? Let's read here. If the arrows goes from left to right, use this cause effect signal words. Okay, for example, the first, cause, can cause, leads, produce, is the cause of, gives rise to, result in, bring about, brings about. For example, I will use the previous sentence, caught in the rain and forgot umbrella. Caught in the rain and forgot umbrella. From left to right, the cause, so yes. if I forgot to bring umbrella, forgetting umbrella can cause caught in the rain. That's how to use it. Forgetting to bring umbrella result in caught in the rain. Okay, so instead of using because, we can use the other vocabularies. This is the academics one. What is the opposite? What is the opposite? The opposite we can use because of. Okay, the normal word we can use because of. I caught a rain because I forgot to bring umbrella. Because of the umbrella, let's say, is due to, instead of use because, we can also use due to, results from, follows, is the result of, is produced by, can caused by, is caused by, and then is the consequences of, and can result from. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, for this also I will give you homework, Unit 7, Exercise 16. But let's see. Who's left? Okay, Sadil left. Hassan, are you there? Hassan? Okay. Can you hear me, Hassan? Yes, Hassan, can you hear me? Or is my voice cutting? If my voice cutting, you can just tell me. Yes, Hassan? Okay, seems like. Let's see. So yes, this one, the last pattern is the example of cause and effect. Here the example, let's read it. In 1989, the Exxon's Valdez oil tanker spilled millions of gallons of oil in Alaska's Prince William Sound. Biologists who have studied the local wildlife have noted the consequences of the spill. We can see the underline here is the words, the keywords. It has resulted, so the result, in a great decline in the number of birds in the area. Okay. The spill also has caused many young harbor seals to suffer. You know the bird, harbor seals. The seals is the bird. So the spill, the oil spill. So when the oil spill goes to the sea. The tank oil spills has caused so many young harbor seals to suffer from brain damage, age, and death. Killer whales, you know the whales, also felt impact of the spill. Okay, there is the keyword impact here. And then since 1989, more than 1/3 of the whales population has disappeared. So from this paragraph, we can understand that there is something happen. What's happening? Oil tanker that spilled millions of gallons of oil in Alaska. This is happening. What's the result? The result, there are several results. Okay, the first one, decline the number of birds. Here resulted. What else? The second one, young harbor seals suffer from brain damage and death. The third one, what is the result? Killer whales also felt impact of the spill, and the whale population disappeared. So there are three results from this happening, from the spilled oil that fell down to the sea. When it's happened, there are three results, three happening. So yes, this is the fourth pattern of paragraph, cause and effect. Remember, for cause and effect, I will give you homework. Unit 7, exercise 16. Yes, so in total, we have 3 homework from all unit 7, exercise 16. There is also exercise 9 and also exercise 5. Yes. 3 homework for next week. I think, yes, in total, that's 3 homework. I hope it's enough for this week. It's not that much, actually. We can discuss for next Friday. Okay, if you don't have any question, if you listen to the recording, if you have any question, you can just reach out to me. I'm gonna stop the recording. Okay, yes.